YouTube, welcome back. In today's video, we're trying something different on the channel. Today, we're going to go over a gameplay of a very high skill Warzone player. Now, for folks who haven't seen videos like this before, we're going to go over some of the things that I think they're thinking in the moment, and maybe they'll give us some insight as they're playing. This is Yungstaz. He's a Warzone player I've heard of over the years. He did participate in this year's World Series of Warzone. And I think every time I watched him, actually, I watched him a couple times in Caldera, I can remember. And I always thought that he's not everyone's go-to when it comes to movement or anything like that. I actually think compared to some people like a Joe Woe, I think he's rather unconventional in terms of the way he goes about this game. But he's actually the kind of player that you can actually take some of the things he does in the way he plays this game and carry it over to your gameplay, because he's not really flashy. But what he is he's very methodical. He understands a lot of the gameplay mechanics and has a very, very high IQ for this game. Let's get into why we're here, and that's talking about the way Yungstaz play. I'm going to highlight a few things as we go through this. And if you do like this kind of content, let me know in the comments below and like the video, and I'll try to do more of these kind of videos where I look at different Warzone players' VODs just to see kind of what I think they're thinking in those moments.
It seems like rough lobbies make you a better player. Yeah, I mean, in a way they do actually. Like this lobby right here, it's possibly a bad lobby, but also.
So one thing he just did, I want you to check this out. So he's actually looking at recent players because these are the players that are currently in his lobby. And one thing he's looking for is things that people don't even think about. It's icons, it's names. Even I can tell sometimes just by names and icons what kind of players I'm running into. But he's looking to see if there's any indication to tell him that it's a bot lobby.
This lobby right here, it's possibly a bad lobby, but also possibly not. It doesn't look like one though. The way these are fucking people are dropping in.
So he says it doesn't look like it's a bot lobby. Now, one thing to notice is that there's at least 4 to 6 people landing here. Now, this is kind of important. So he is just trying to loot up really quick, get what he can. All right, so he's got an FJX, and I forget what the other gun was. Okay, so right there, this is one just, I think this, like these kind of plays are very subtle, and some people think, yeah, I could do this, I know what he did, but you don't do it in the moment. So he gets up here, right around this point where I'm pausing, he hears footsteps, because I can hear it in mine too. And I think he's not 100% sure if it's inside or outside, but sometimes the sound of the footsteps, whether or not they sound muffled, tells you whether or not he's in this building or not. So I think he knows he's not in this building. He heard the cue, and he knows he's not in this building. And watch what he does. So he goes into there to crack the window. And the reason he's doing that is because he wants the guy to hear that and think to himself, that guy just went in the building. And what does he do? He catches this guy off guard. He slide cancels into the sight line and just downs him really quick. Easy kill. One small thing that I think is super key, and it's really hard to do, it's really not instinctive for most players, is this gunfight is not advantageous for Yungstaz here. And you can see he gets a couple shots in. This guy, and again, this goes back to simple things like you play this game long enough. Skins like this is that it's one of those anime skins, and this guy holds a pretty good head glitch. Like this is more advantageous of a sightline for that player than it is Yungstaz. And what he does here is get a couple shots in and then disengage from the fight. Sometimes that's your best bet. He only got like 2 or 3 shots on him, so now he's resetting. He hears a couple more people, maybe one. You can see these are just good basic mechanics. He knows there are guys here, right? But the first thing he does when he goes prone, so that guy can't shoot him, is look right. He's looking here just to make sure no one else is coming. So there he is trying to finish this guy, still can't. He knows that guy can wrap around. He shoots this guy again, he gets the down. And now he's not staying there. He's not thirsting this guy. He's just playing his life and resetting for himself. He knows that it's likely. Remember, it's a solo quad situation. He knows there's at least one guy here. So this is the guy. This is the player that chowed him on the roof. He gets him down. So he's got 2 down right now. Maybe the original guy that he down got up. Maybe he didn't. That was Chema. So again, he's not rushing. He's rotating. He's just trying to keep these guys kind of on their toes. See, that guy had no idea he was going to be on the right side of him. Downs flowy, gets the finish. He's waiting for somebody else to chow just in case. He's got no audio cues. So I think he thinks he hears someone here. That's my guess. I didn't really hear anybody, but I think he does. Yep, now I do. Lolita, carry on. So, another thing. Like, this is another cue that, in my opinion, you're playing against kind of players that might not know this game well. This is first zone. He has a Gulag token already. Why does he have 2 more? You know, it's stuff like that that is just like, oh, you get foaming at the mouth for guys like this. All right, so remember, he originally downed 2 guys, Chema and another person in the middle. I think he got a finish on a 3rd, and then he just finished this guy off. So where's everybody else? He hears somebody moving around.
Must be upstairs, no?
So he says he thinks he's upstairs.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Certain sound cues really throw people off. Like I hear like what sounds like metal tin running, so I think he thinks that the guy's actually up here, not below him.
Oh, this audio is so weird.
Even he says it, yep. Because he's listening for certain sound effects. You know, like a metal tin, I would think roof too, and I don't know where this guy is in this building. I'm assuming there's a roof, a little sub roof somewhere here that's metal. All right, so real quick, let's look back at this. He originally heard 1 guy, maybe he heard 2, I don't know. I only heard 1. But a couple things to take away from this. 1, he's patient. He's so patient. So the first guy, who is the original guy that chowed him at the top of the windows up here, the skylight, who he downed earlier, comes straight out of this door. Now, I don't know if this guy had any idea that Yungstaz was there. I'm going to assume not. But he decides to slide cancel way out here in no man's land. This game's milliseconds, right? And you wasting a slide there is going to get you killed, which is what happens to this player. I'm making assumptions here, but you could just tell this player and the player behind them, they're not on the same skill level at all. Because this guy dies almost instantly. Gets a couple shots immediately. This dude's chowing. Look how far around he goes from the door to here before Yungstaz just finishes him off. Like, even if you guys don't have comms, you hear this guy shooting and getting shot. Either you wait, rotate around this side, or you need to slide cancel, start your slide inside this doorway so you're chowing right here. Not taking this long walk around just to get beamed. So Picado Fino and Chema are done. Now this is important. He has 5 kills from 1 team right now, and he hasn't got a team wipe yet. So he knows there's at least 2 other guys. So I hear more footsteps here. So I heard a buy station pop, and it says enemy buy station. You can see the top right of the. You can see it at the top right of the map. The guy there, Yungstaz, is not getting the snipes he wants.
Oh, he sucks.
So he says that guy sucks. The guy on the right had him dead to rights. Missed all his shots pretty much. And then he doesn't even try to chow after Yungstaz backs off back into the superstore. We got Chema coming in. Down again. And see, like that kind of stuff, like you pull your shoot like that way too early. So they got a buyback here. Maybe 2. Cracks the one. There's 2 up there. This guy is just oblivious.
No way I missed that fucking snipe.
He buys him back again. I'm assuming that's Chema's teammates. Getting the buyback. That guy's running. Still. He's peppering all these guys.
If I knock this one right here.
He's peppering all these guys and they're not doing anything about it. So that guy threw a flash. For what reason, I have no idea. Okay, so here's somebody pushing him. The guy decides to take the most obvious route to push. It's Chema again. Gets downed again.
That's GG's. They're gonna crumble now.
Says they're gonna crumple. He's gotten 7 kills against his one team. 3 of them were that Chema. So that's a Noir skin. I don't know. I think it's so that guy's got pretty good shots. That's a pretty far shot. Why they're so infatuated with using this one buy station, I will not understand. Because you become so predictable at that point.
One's under me.
Says one's under him. Chloe's down. This guy's just dolphin diving to his death. What is happening? And he gets the full wipe on this team. So he's got 10 kills already. Just off of one team who I don't know what they were doing. Maybe they're playing after a couple drinks or something else, but
They wasted so much of my time, but
they really did. They really wasted a lot of his time. So he's got 10 with 78 left. All right, so this is, I'm assuming this was a couple weeks ago, but he's using STG and static HV. And notice his perks. This is another kind of thing that I think is interesting. When you watch a lot of Warzone players, you see them rocking very similar loadouts that don't look like this. Most people will rock sleight of hand, mountaineer, tempered, and/or cold-blooded, and either high alert or flex. Yungstaz is using EOD, irradiated, tempered, and ghost.
which chalked are literally the whole entire.
So you can see here, Yungstaz sees a guy landing right there. And somebody got ball back on the left. So this guy's likely coming back from Googe. Even with the stun, easy kill.
I need to put a Mountaineer on.
So he says he needs to put Mountaineer on. It seems like maybe it was accidental that he has at least one of these perks. Guy just jumps down. It's the same guy that he killed a second ago.
We had a really good VOD review after this rainy today, so.
Catches a guy in open rotation who was looking to his left.
Hopefully he didn't have a stealth. Which he did. Of course.
Guy had a self, so there's a million selfs in this game. But he never played it. Dead. Lots of money. And one thing to call out here is how many balloons has he used already? And I think he has one in his pocket too. Like if you're going for high kills, you need to be mobile on big map.
I don't want to go back in the storm for these guys. They got a loadout.
Alright, so he clearly sees guys that need to rotate that he's just going to get easy picks on that are grabbing their loadout. Dead. All dead. This guy's on his left. There's a whole different team on his left. He sees them. He's trying to push them away. That's a straggler. That guy's shooting at someone. So all these are free picks. And if you're not going for high kills which is fine. If you're playing for wins, don't be in a situation where you're rotating second zone like this, because people that are taking this kind of rotation are going to have a tough time rotating, because there's players that are going to gatekeep you just like this.
Pussy.
Guy said a really nice word. It's that guy, and should be team wipe. He's got 20. He's got 20 with 80 left. I don't know what ends up happening towards the middle or end. So now he's catching people.
It's not good for me.
Yeah. And he says it's not good for him because he is now in a situation they were, where those guys could, but they're clearly not going to. They could gatekeep him if they wanted to.
Oh no.
I think somebody else threw a smoke.
Actually, no, he's not.
Eso no, eso no.
Somebody says that's one in Spanish.
Ahí está aquí conmigo, aquí, aquí, aquí.
Okay, easy down. There's probably 3 people shooting at him now. That guy's trying to rotate on him. He sees it. See, he doesn't have a mask either. That's what sucks. So again, he's patient. He's super patient. He always...
Nah, güey, ¿cómo crees?
Okay, this is super impressive. I'm not gonna lie to you, because this is like not many people, and this is what I'm talking about. Even if you get bot lobbies, most people are dying in this situation. So he gets the original down, so he knows it's a 3v1 at this point. He's rotating in, goes in here. Heard a footstep cue right there. And you see where he's centered. He's centered right. He's going to be popping up right on this edge because he knows he's close to this corner. If he's not right on the corner, he's coming in. Boom. He starts shooting at this guy, and you can see the other guy in the back. So what does he do? He starts trying to cover himself left. So that way this guy, it's harder for him to shoot Yungstaz as well. Gets the down, reloads. Now, I don't know if he meant to do that, but if he did, that's a brilliant play. I'm not going to assume that he meant to do that. But what he did do is get the cue from the third guy who's coming in on his right. Puts a few shots into him, not enough to kill him, and he didn't try to overchow on that guy because he wasn't sure if they were both going to try to push because he knows one guy's down. No, he gets no kill with that frag, no damage or nothing, but he does know that that other guy backed off really hard that came in from the right. And now he's going to go and try to thirst his and get that other guy who's going for the res. He re-chows the other guy who apparently didn't have plates, didn't plate, and easy squad wipe. You can see that guy didn't have plates because he didn't really pick up any from that last guy. Again, okay, we fast forward a little bit. He's got another zip. He's got a UAV right now, and now he's just hunting. He's looking for more people. There's a four stack here, and there's 3 guys probably trying to rotate to his left that are at the buy. Guy wasn't even. That's the other thing with Call of Duty right now, like with parachutes. The parachute notification system in general, I don't know why it got so bad over time, but it's really like this happens to almost everyone. The queue for landing is so short or happens way too late that this guy was probably hard scoping this area because he's catching these guys rotating. He had no idea Yungstaz was landing on him. Easy pick. Gets another guy again. And this is the thing that a lot of teams do that I understand why you do it, but if you want to get better at the game and you want to win more gunfights, you have to be less predictable. Most of these players are expecting at least 1 or 2 people to just be sprinting at their teammate who just got down and thirsted. And that's what he does. He picks up the kill. Boom. He's watching the edge one more time. Probably he looks at the UAV. So this guy could have killed him because he took a half second to look at the UAV. Gets the down with the SCG because it was broken. Where's that where's that 4th guy? And he's trying to leave. Nope. Sorry, buddy. See ya. That was just toxic, but you know, it's Call of Duty. And look, because he got those 4 guys, whoever was alive from that group of 3 or 4, maybe one guy was ghosted, that's rotating in, gets those kills too, maybe. Let's see. I hear more footsteps. Is it just this guy? Down. He's got 29 with 67. Like, this could have been even crazier of a game. I wonder if he dies.
If I want a 60 bomb, I have to just push everything. I can't
Yep.
even hesitate.
Pick. Gets a thirst. The other guy rotated away, I think. Unless he's ghosted. And this is the strat. You get zips and you get UAVs. Another thing that these players do that a lot of players, after all these years, still don't understand is they're working with so much more information than you think they are. Allows them to be put in a position where they can get as many kills as possible. They spam UAVs. So here he has another UAV. He doesn't even have specialists in this. Like, it's pretty crazy.
Is he looking at me? No, it's not.
So he sees that guy, he's not looking at him, boom. Easy down.
Come on, bro.
Saw somebody get in the car. If he doesn't have a UAV, he just pops another one. Gets the money, so that way he can try to get another one. He finally got a durable. Gonna hit a zip. Probably
Nice,
go
nice,
after
guys.
this.
Move,
See, there's 4 guys in the gas station. And they're about to get held. Like, he can literally hold them from these rooftops. If he wanted to. That guy's rotating towards him. Look at that. He's a cluster mine. That guy has some good movement. Not enough, though. That guy's down. Nice nade. Okay, I think one thing to call out is Yungstaz needs some work on his nades. Unless he's doing that stuff on purpose. This guy's on top. Unless he's trying to get rid of the trophy system too, so he can throw nades, but I don't think. So that guy just runs out in the open. Easy. Tell you, man. Is this a bot lobby? Absolutely. It's a bot lobby. Oh, now he's got specialists. But again, most people aren't winning those 1v4s. I don't care what you say. Pings. That's another thing that I think a lot of people can take away from this. Live pinging, if you're not doing it, if you're not finding a way to hit that ping button whenever you see people, when you're shooting at people, like, that goes such a long way for not just you, but your teammates. Oh, it seems like there's a team on his right fighting. There's a team straight ahead of him fighting a team on his left, and somebody just looked at him on his right. That guy was hiding. So Lolita Carry On was from Superstore.
Oh shit.
Somehow his team survived. Just wallbang that. Like, he really is one of the most patient, like, Warzone players I've ever watched. Turbo Montana, I can't remember if that was from somebody else. From the original team that he fought in Superstore, I don't think so. Ash. Got the finish there. Got another balloon. Alright, so let's see where he goes next. They're pretending like he was going away. Jumping back on these guys that were looking at him. Rooftop, they say. That's a nasty head glitch. He knows it. He's waiting. Easy down, because he's got good shots. Another easy down, because those guys are just oblivious.
We're safe. You can land on the roof. He's
Dead.
climbing up on me.
This guy just decides, you know what? My team's about to get wrecked. I'm gonna get wrecked with them. That was an excellent nade. Picks up an extra self. Nothing wrong with that this late in the game. Could use another mask.
Oh, he's coming across. Right here. Just hit the cross on top.
That's the thing with proximity chat, and people don't realize it. Like, you know, you want to have it on because it's fun, but you're gonna give away so much information to players like this.
Be up here with us.
Dead.
Yellow, man, dog.
These guys are starting to push him now. What's he gonna do here?
Oh, what guns they got that killed me in 3 bullets? Like, I don't understand. I don't have no guns. Where you get that gun, bud?
He said that. Where you get that gun? Build charge coming in. Oh. It's really subtle, but you can hear footsteps on his right when he goes into that room. It's just good gunny, I'm not gonna lie. Now he's like in a flow state, like he's locked in. It's a tough beam from there. So you can try to nade him off of that. Gets a crack. Oh, that guy's throwing a nade right back at him. Cracked a different guy. There's 2. Maybe 3.
Enemies dropping into the AO.
Oh, one more bullet. Close his door behind him. So he can use that as information later in case those guys push. I was lucky hitting a snipe there. A 4 stack that shoot together. He knows, let me wait on those guys. I'm not gonna bother. He's really choosy about it.
Runaway train.
Oh, this is the
Runaway
worst.
train again.
I hate this. I hate runaway
It's
train.
getting bad for me.
So he's kind of slowed down a little bit. He's getting a lot of damage. He's not getting a lot of kills.
Damn, 10 seconds, yeah?
What is with everyone diving?
To the safe zone.
That guy's still alive? Jeez.
No, they are.
Nice.
Oh, they are, okay. Yeah. On the hill, yeah, right there.
Nades of death.
Got him.
Down. Gets the rotation. Gets the... Oh, one more guy. But he knows that zone's gonna have to push that guy. What's that guy gonna do? Let's see. Let's go diving off. Nope. Oh. Bad timing on his part. Yungstaz part.
This is it.
So it seems like now he's trying to position himself for the win and just get as many other kills as he can. He wanted a 60 bomb. And he left a lot on the table, if you can remember, just back like 5 minutes ago. That guy's dead.
Fucking split.
He's just grabbing as many picks as he can and hope they die. That guy ran to the left.
What the fuck is stuff
He
is?
doesn't have a mask. Oh, he got it. I thought he was gonna dive and mess up. I thought he messed up the dive. Rotating. Again, he didn't get any of those kills really. Let's see if he gets them. He got a lot of downs there. Alright. Absolutely frying. Oh, man.
Nah.
That was a good shot. So those guys have a good power position.
I'll pay these guys. Fuck off.
So he's trying to rotate the backside of them and hope they don't. Nice shots. got combat scout, instant. He needs a mask. There's a mask on that guy's right. Somebody's running on his right. Above him, I think. So runaway train is probably one of the worst things that they've ever come up with, to be honest.
Enemies dropping into the AO.
So we know from the title he only gets 2 more kills. He left so much on the table. Seems like that's the last 2 kills he gets.
I need to use my balloon.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
One v
It
four.
gets me, it gets me. No. No! No! 59, dude! Are you?
So close to a 60 bomb, but I think some of the biggest takeaways I can say when it comes to Yungstaz is, one, he's super patient. Like, he cares more about getting information than he does trying to really finish off every single kill he gets. And that's something you could take with you. 2, when you're trying to get high kills, or even if you're trying to stay mobile to rotate in and out of zones, you need UAVs, you need zips. Like, those are gonna help you in a lot of different situations. And lastly, the biggest thing that people seem to overlook is that you need refs in this game. I think if nothing else, I think this is a fun type of video to do where you get to basically Monday morning quarterback high skill Warzone players. That's all I gotta say for today's video. If you did like this video and you stayed this long, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.